friends, it's me Maddie, and today I am back with another ASMR video. In this video I'm going to be doing another Am I the Asshole video. I want to put some chapstick on. Okay, I know they say that like chapstick makes your lips more chapped, and I believe it, but I went to a baseball game last night and I didn't bring any chapstick or anything with me, and we were gone for like hours, probably like 6 hours or something, and my lips were so chapped that they hurt. And then all day they're getting better, but when I woke up, like the outer rim of my lips gets like really red when they get like really chapped. And so I've been putting chapstick on so much today to get them like back to normal. So I'm like, does that mean the chapstick is good, or is the chapstick the reason that happened in the first place? I don't know. Also, my bangs are kind of a mess. I honestly think I might grow out my bangs. I'm gonna turn down the brightness so it's not as like glary. But yeah, I'm gonna maybe grow out my bangs. I have a wedding. One of my best friends is getting married next weekend, a week from today, which is very exciting. And then I have another wedding the weekend after that. So I will definitely give my bangs a trim sometime this week. Also, I really hope my fridge doesn't turn on, but I'm sure it will at some point. And then I might grow out my bangs. I don't really know. I've had bangs for like almost 5 years, probably like 4 years now. So we'll see. Also, this will be one of the last videos you guys will see in this setup because I'm moving. And I am moving to a place where I can have where I won't be making videos right next to the kitchen, so you won't have the fridge turning on and off. I don't live there yet, so I have no idea. Okay. I don't live there yet, so I don't know what kind of sounds we'll be getting there, but hopefully it'll be a little bit quieter because it'll have, I'm gonna try and make like a little studio slash like craft room in our guest bedroom, and then Devin is gonna get an office because he works from home sometimes, or most of the time I guess technically, so he needs an office, and that can be like his room to do whatever he wants. So yeah, anyways, let's get on with the video. So I picked like a couple random ones that I'm not like searching and searching, but they might suck, I have no idea. Okay, so this one is, am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend's family vacation early after his mom kept calling me by his ex's name? Also, I'll put like a little inaudible whisper in this, but it won't be like super inaudible. I, 24 female, have been dating my boyfriend Matt, 27 male, for almost a year. He's super sweet, amazing, and has been nothing but respectful to me. So when he invited me to join his family for their annual beach vacation, sorry, someone just got home and they were like being loud as they walked through the hallway. Okay, anyways, for their annual beach vacation, I said yes. The issue, his mom. From the moment we got there, she kept calling me Sophie, which is Matt's ex. At first, I let it go, assuming it was just a habit, but it kept happening. At dinner, during a group photo, even while handing me sunscreen, she said, "Here, Sophie." I don't know, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I corrected her gently several times. She'd laugh and say, "Oh, you know what I mean, dear," but never really tried to stop. Wait, she left early because of this? Okay. Matt heard it, but kind of brushed it off as mom being awkward. By day 3, I was drained. I didn't obviously would not like that either. But I do think that like you need to just get over it for a little bit. Especially, it sounds like maybe this is the first time they've ever met. It sounds like maybe this is the first time they've met. And to be fair, okay, I have dated a couple guys with, it doesn't really matter. I dated a Dylan in the past, and every once in a while, someone in my family will still be like, how's Dylan, or something like that. But to be fair, Devin and Dylan sound similar. But yeah, I don't know. I think that she needs to calm down a little bit. Also, the fact that she left him and just like leaving a beat up, don't say that she wasn't comfortable and then just like booked a train back home rather than like having a conversation about it is really weird to me. What I would have done is I would have told my boyfriend how uncomfortable it was making me, if it was making me that uncomfortable, and asked him to like talk to her or something. I just think you're gonna, like, the family's always gonna remember that. Let's see what everybody else has to say. If she really had a memory, it would affect, this is passive aggressive. This person said, if she had a memory, think it would affect more than just your name, and your boyfriend would have warned you this was some kind of passive aggressive power trip on her part. I don't think so. Clearly you're upset by it, but instead of standing up for you, your boyfriend blamed you. What does everyone else say? I don't think this family likes you. And neither does your boyfriend. Interesting. Apparently I am in the minority. It does seem like I don't know. My big thing is like, you don't have to like your like significant other's parents. You really don't. And like if they live like far away from Anyways, I had Subway for dinner. I was craving it so badly ever since we were in South America and there was a Subway, and I was like, I do not trust that Subway, I'm sorry, but everyone always says, like, don't, like, eat fresh veggies and stuff, unless they have, like, a peel or something when you're in South America, just because their water's, like, treated differently than ours, and our stomachs can get bothered by it. But there's a Subway, and I was like, literally half of what I love about a deli sandwich is the tomato and lettuce. So I said no, and then I've been craving it ever since, and I finally got it tonight, and I ate it way too fast, I think, and I ate too much of it, and I cannot stop burping. Anyways, I'm 27, and I'm getting married next summer. My fiance is 29, and we've been together for almost 5 years. 5 years. That's a crazy amount of time to be together, and you're just now getting married. I'm saying that because me and my boyfriend have been together for 5 years, and we're not even engaged. Okay. His mom has never liked me. She's very involved in his life, and I've always felt like she sees me as some kind of threat to their bond. For the past year, she's been bringing up prenups constantly. Not my fiance, his mom. She started sending me articles, books, even a sample prenup she wrote herself, like literally a Google Doc. It had stuff in it like, I waive all rights to future earnings, and if I gain weight after the wedding, I would agree to go to counseling. Holy shit. I'm not joking. I told her it was inappropriate and that I wouldn't be discussing legal documents with her. My fiance backed me up at first, but over time I noticed he started saying things like, she's just trying to protect me, or you know how she gets. He never directly told her to stop. Things hit a breaking point a few weeks ago when she brought up the prenup again at a family dinner in front of his relatives. She said I was being difficult, and that a woman who refuses to protect a man's assets has no business getting married. I was humiliated. I left the table, and we had a huge fight after. I told my fiance I don't want her in our wedding photos. I said she can come to the ceremony and be there if she wants, but I don't want her posing in our couple shots or family portraits. I feel like she's made it clear she doesn't actually want this marriage to happen, and I don't want to look back at my wedding album and feel fake smiles with someone who's made this process so miserable. Now his whole family is furious. He says I'm escalating things, being too harsh. I told him I'm setting a boundary. I'm bugging here. After being disrespected. My mom understands where I'm coming from, but thinks I should let it go to keep the peace. I feel like if I back down again, she'll just keep walking all over me. Am I the asshole? I don't think that you're being an asshole, but I do think that, like, I would never ask my fiance to not let his mom be in our photos. Like, I don't know. I agree with her mom that she needs to just kind of, like, save face. Like, obviously, there will be a lot of photos that his mom isn't in, and they don't have to frame any of them or anything like that, but, like, to be like, she just didn't get to be in the photos because I don't like her or something is kind of wild to me. Like, this is a really important day for her, too. And it sounds like you're just not gonna sign the prenup, and that's fine, and it sounds like your fiance doesn't mind that at all, either. I don't know. Me and my boyfriend, if we get married, we'll probably have a prenup. Just because we think that it makes sense. Because, like, from my perspective, why not, like, decide before you get married, and while you're hoping that, like, you'll never have to use it, decide how to, like, fairly sorry. I thought my car was gonna, like, try to get this bug, and I'm like, how do you even hear that? Okay. How to fairly, like, split everything up. I don't know. And also, like, for sure, if I have, like, a successful business or something, and we get divorced, like, I don't think you should get to, like, profit off of my business after the fact, or, like, I don't know, I don't really know exactly how, like, divorce stuff works, but, yeah, I don't know. I just, like, feel like it makes sense after, like, if you get divorced, things should be, like, really fair and, like, pretty even and, like, equal, and I think you can, like, make those decisions before you get married so that you can have, like, conversations about what you think would be fair and equal, rather than, like, if your spouse cheats on you or something and then you're super angry and bitter and resentful think she's reconsidering the marriage, and I think she's gonna break up with her partner the way that she's talking about it. She said it's finally sinking in. Someone said keeping the peace equals being a doormat. Call me a doormat. I don't know. I love keeping the peace. I love being a people pleaser. Everyone loves me. Everyone's like, people are mad at her own mom too. I wonder if fiance and his family come from money. My mom was the same. Cancel the wedding. You have to sit him down and have a come to Jesus with him. This is what you see from your perspective, and that now you're really considering calling it all off, that he's not having your back, and if he's doing that now, he'll be doing it later, that you can't live your life in a marriage of 3 people. Lay it all out. Don't be cruel, just facts. He needs to know that he is the problem, not her, that you're supposed to be his family soon, and he needs to get it together. Yeah, I think, oh my god. Hold, please. Someday I will be able to edit my videos. I'll try to edit this one, but I just don't have a lot of faith. But I need to go move something really fast. I swear Hope gets jealous when I make videos. Yeah, okay, so, I don't know. I definitely, like I said, I'm a people pleaser. I like that sometimes about me. But I'm sure a lot of people will be like, you would let this lady walk all over you too. I definitely would be. What would I do? I would just not sign it. I would tell her that, like, I'm down to sign a prenup, but like me and my fiance are gonna write it ourselves, and that we don't need her guidance. Ooh, this is interesting. This person says, create your own prenup and give it to him and his mom. In it, protect yourself and your assets, and have an infidelity clause and a mother-in-law clause about her interference in your marriage, and a clause if he gets lazy and doesn't fulfill his half of the marriage. Be prepared to give his ring back and call everything off and be single again. Just make sure your prenup, be sure to make your prenup outlandish and insulting to her. No, but I would be like, here's my prenup. Ooh, that's actually a good point. Wait until you have children with him. She will constantly tell you how to raise them. That's true. Okay. I will say that, yes, I do think that, I don't know if they've been together, I don't know. Moving on, tell me what you guys think. Okay, seen a few things brought up a number of times in the comments. Okay, well, first let me. No, I don't think that you're the asshole. I think that maybe Leslie just shouldn't come if she's that, like, upset about it. That's my opinion. I think that, like, he's doing you such a big favor, especially if he's not charging you to use his land. Then, like, no, you're ridiculous to say that he can't have a guest at his own backyard wedding that he's letting you have on his backyard. So that's crazy. Not the asshole. Okay, edit. I've seen a few things brought up a number of times in the comments, so I will quickly address them here. I am fully aware of the liability issues. The wedding will have a maximum of 75. Okay, why do I care? Why is everyone... Apparently, people are, like, trying to tell him that he shouldn't have the wedding in his house or something. Every person who is single received an invitation with a +1, including me and Leslie. This talk came after I sent in my return card and indicated I was bringing a +1. Now they're saying they don't want me to have the +1 because Leslie blew up about it and they're afraid of a blow up at the wedding. Come on, then say, Leslie, you can't come. That's crazy. I don't care if it's my cousin. No. Leslie indicated she intends to bring someone. Update. I met with Dave this morning. We talked for 2 hours. I laid it all out. That I thought he was, at best, a shitty friend. I went through our long history. She's, oh goodness gracious. She has shown up to my house in the middle of the night. When I go out, I don't go to places I know her and her family go. She has implied to her family and friends that I cheated and or I took advantage of her financially, neither of which is true. I've held my tongue to not embarrass her about these things in front of her friends and family. Dave knows all of that and is still demanding that I put her feelings before my own. I said you and everyone need to stop coddling her like she's a child. This is crazy. That's wild. Wow, that's super crazy. Yeah, I mean, clearly not the asshole. I don't even know what to say about this. But he has a new update. The update was just like, yeah, like he's still pissed, blah blah blah. Second update. Now the original date of the wedding is passed. I think it's appropriate to give an update. In the weeks, I forgot I was supposed to do some unaudible. In the weeks following the discussion with Dave for my last update, a number of our mutual friends reached out to me, asked if everything was okay. I ignored these messages and went about living my life. Dave reached out to my grandparents. My grandparents said I need to talk to Dave and figure it out. I ignored them. About a month after my last update, Dave's mom reached out. She said, I hope you're doing okay. Can I come and listen to you? I know a number of people want to tell you what they think, but I just want to hear you. I won't say as few or as many words as you want. We met on the back porch of my house. I told her everything, the breakup with Leslie, getting the invitation. Afterwards, she asked if she could give me a hug. Okay, she asked if there's anything I wanted her to say. I asked for her perspective on everything. She talked about how she didn't know, she didn't believe the rumors. Oh my god. She's being crazy, guys. But I'm giving her a little scratch. Stop. Okay, well, hopefully it's not that loud. Let's see. she told this guy that her son could be a jackass and was being one. She said that Leslie's, okay, why do I care about what the mom thinks? Does the mom end up like stabbing him in the back afterwards? Okay, I kept getting texts from people involved, so I drafted a mass text, laid out why the wedding wasn't happening in my home. I went through everything I'd shared with his mom. I also let it be known that if anyone showed up to my house on the original wedding date, I would call the police. I don't know about that. After I sent the message and email, a number of mutual acquaintances and friends apologized to me for how they contributed to the situation. Shit apparently hit the fan at the wedding. David had lied about our conversation to Kim. He told her he begged and pleaded with me to let them have the wedding on my property. Dave reached out to me to apologize and see if I'd be willing to talk. I told him I thought it was best we don't talk for a while. A lot of people are mad at Leslie, and her family is blaming her for the wedding situation, and no one showed up at my house. The wedding is still not happened. Fascinating. Okay, well, everyone loves Dave's mom. Interesting. Can I listen to you is a baller mom move. Yeah, that's wild. That's a wild story. It's been 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay, well, I have 2 more, so let's see. This one seems short. Am I the asshole for refusing? Okay, well, now that she's calmed down, let's turn the game back up. Am I the asshole for refusing to drive my sister to work after she kept making me late for mine? So I, 26 female, have been giving my younger sister, 23 female, a ride to her job for the past few months since her car broke down. We work in the same general direction, so I didn't mind at first. I told her we'd have to leave by 7:30 sharp every morning so I could get to my job on time. She agreed. The problem is she's never ready on time. She'll be in the shower at 7:25 or still looking for her shoes at 7:35. I've reminded her dozens of times, even started warning her 15 minutes before we needed to leave. It didn't help. I ended up getting late to my own job multiple times and got a warning from my manager. So last week, I told her I wasn't going to drive her anymore unless she was standing outside ready to go by 7:30. The next day, she wasn't ready again, so I left without her. She was furious and said I was being selfish and inconsiderate. Knowing she doesn't have another way to get to work, absolutely not the asshole. I think that was like the perfect way to deal with it. To not even be like, I'm not going to give you a ride anymore, but instead, like, I'm not going to give you a ride unless you are ready by the time I need to leave for work. Or like, by the time I need to go to get you there on time. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Not the asshole. You gave her clear expectations. You waited for her in the past. Yeah, it's crazy. Someone said it's worrying that your sister doesn't seem to care that you're risking your own job. Yeah, no, I would be like, okay, well, you're being selfish and inconsiderate for making me get in trouble at work, and then not being like super apologetic, because that's crazy. Someone had to walk 2 hours each way to work for almost 5 years and was never late for work. Holy moly. Yeah, definitely not the asshole. But your sister is. Am I the asshole for turning our guest room into my art studio right before my parents' visit? I, 34 female, finally converted our spare bedroom into the art studio I've always wanted. After years of creating at our dining table, the space has been life-changing for my creativity. I've completed more pieces in the past month than I have in the previous 3 combined. My husband fully supports this decision and helped me set everything up. My parents, who visit from across the country twice yearly, just announced they're coming in 2 weeks and expected to stay in that room like usual. I have several projects in progress that would be difficult to move, and I finally found a creative rhythm after years of stopping and starting. When I offered to book them a night this in an audible video because I gotta give the people what they want. Let me know if you guys agree with me on things, disagree with me on things. Apparently, I had a hot take on a couple of these things because